Hello all, my name is Balaji and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to implement YOLO algorithm. The one prerequisite for this video is you need to have a strong understanding on the theoretical side of YOLO algorithm. But if you are not aware of it, I've already made a video on how YOLO algorithm works and I've left the link in the description. You can have a look at it, and with that said, let's get started. I have uploaded the project to GitHub and left the link in the description. You can take a look at that, and let's now see the folder structure. And we have two folders here. The first folder is the images, and I've collected some 6 images here from the internet. You can use any images that you want, but if you want to exactly stick on to these images, you can download my repository from the GitHub. And the next folder is YOLO Coco, because we are going to use the Coco dataset on which YOLO was trained. Let's now take a look at what lies inside this YOLO Coco folder. Inside this YOLO Coco, we have three files. The first one is coco.names and YOLO v3 config file and the YOLO v3 weights file. You need to download all these things, and I've left the links to download all these things in the description. And let's now see what is YOLO coco.names. So coco.names is a set of 80 names with which these classifications can be made on our images. So it can basically detect person, bicycle, car, motorbike, and whatever the statements are listed here. You can download this by simply clicking on the raw. You need to right click on this, and you can give save link as. Similarly, you can also download the yolo-v3.config file by right clicking on this raw and then save link as. So after downloading these two, you can also download the YOLO v3.weights, which I've given the direct download link itself. If you just click on it, you can download it. If you face any issues in downloading these things, leave a comment below. Now that we have seen the folder structure, let's go and take a look at the YOLO.py file, which we are going to use for object detection. Now we are in the YOLO.py file, and we need to install some packages for us to get started, which I've mentioned in the prerequisites. We have to install OpenCV with the version 3.4.2, and we can install it by typing pip install opencv-python equal to 3.4.2 in your command prompt. Similarly, you need to install numpy, and you need to install argparse as well. I've also left the download links in the script as well, so that it will be easy for you if you're not following the description. And the other thing is that we are going to import the necessary packages that we have downloaded. So we are going to import numpy, argparse, time, cv2 and os. And after that we are going to pass our images as a set of argument for which we are using argparse. So this is the code for that, and we are having our IOU threshold as 0.5, and we are having our non-maxima suppression to be as 0.3 threshold. So with this threshold, we are going to suppress the non-maximum bounding box detections that we are going to get. And after that, we have a coco.names path, right? So that is what we are going to import here. And the labels is what we are going. Those 80 names in coco.names will now be converted into a list with the name of labels. And we are going to generate some random colors for every bounding box. So colors usually take values from 0 to 255, and we are going to give the length of the labels, which is 80, and we are going to get 3 values out of it, which will basically look like 0 comma 255 comma 32, and then we'll get 10 comma 200 and 100, something like this. So these are nothing but R, G and B channels, and we get random values of 0 to 255 here, and the tuple size is nothing but we get 3 here, and we'll get 80 such arrays. So this is what is about this colors. And after giving the colors, we are going to take a look at the weights path. So this is the weights that we have downloaded, and we are going to give the path for the config file as well, which we downloaded. And moving forward, we are going to use the cv2.dnn and read from darknet. So this is something which is used to load our YOLO object detector trained on the Coco dataset. So for which we are going to use the config path that we gave here and the weights path. And after that, what we are going to do is we are going to use our image. So image is nothing but we are going to pass in an argument image, after which we are going to specify the image path. So we are going to read that image and convert that image into an array by using cv2.imread. So imread is nothing but it basically converts the image into arrays. And after that, we are grabbing the height and weight of the image by the first two arguments. So whenever you read an image, for example, if the height and width of the image is 100 by 100, and it will also have the channel size, which is the 3, and this is the 0th index, this is the first index, and this is the second index, and we are going to take the first two indexes here, so which means up to second index. So we'll be getting the height and width. So this is the height, this is the width. So we are grabbing that height and width from the image as this. So after reading the image, we are going to determine the YOLO's output layers by using net.getLayerNames, which gives the output layers of YOLO. And then we are constructing a blob to perform some actions over the image. And then we are going to use the forward method to give a forward pass in the YOLO architecture. We are now going to create three lists here. One is boxes, the other is confidence, and the other is class ID. So boxes by self-intuitive, it is going to give us the coordinates of the bounding boxes, and confidence is going to give us the confidence of the boxes. And class IDs is something that we will look as we go through the code. And we are going to loop through the every output that we get in our layer outputs, and we'll be looping over through the detections that we get in the output as well, output layer. And for every detection, we are going to calculate the score from the fifth index. So we know from the intuition part in the video that we saw previously that the y variable looks something like this. So y will have a PC value, and it will have the bounding box coordinates, that is bx, by, bh, and bw. And after that, we'll have the list of classes c1, c2, c3 up to we have 80 classes here. So these are the 80 classes. And now what we are doing here is we have the detections from the fifth index, which means this is the 0th index, first index, second index, third and fourth index. So we are going to grab all the indexes from the fifth one, which means the classification. So that is what we are doing here. So from the fifth index, we are going through the end, and we are getting all those scores of these classifications. Say for example, the C1 can be the person, C2 can be the car, C3 can be the motorcycle, or whatever the 80 list that we have. And after that, we are going to get the argmax of the scores, because uh, given a detection, there can be one object out of these 80, and we are getting that object by giving the maximum value, which has the maximum confidence. We are getting that, and we are putting in the class ID. And after we get the class ID, which is the argmax, the class ID can be anywhere between from 1 to 80. And with that generated class ID, we are going to get the scores of class ID, and we are going to save it in the confidence list. And moving forward, we are going to give our confidence. So if our confidence is greater than the arg of confidence, which means if it is greater than the threshold value, the IOU value is greater than the threshold value that we gave as 0.5, then we are going to safely assume that it is a correct prediction, and we are going to give the detections here. So the bounding box detections will be 0 to 4, which gives the bounding boxes for us, and it is nothing but the width and height. And we are just going to have it as a tuple here, so which is the center x, center y, which is the bx and by, and this is the width and the height. So we are saving that as an integer data type. And after that, we are just doing the normal calculations to have the exact drawing bounding coordinates. And after that, what we are going to do is that we are going to use the non-max suppression here to avoid the overlapping of bounding boxes. If one specific detection has multiple bounding boxes, this NMS stands for non-max suppression, and we are going to suppress the boxes that are not the right predictions by using the threshold value that we initially gave using argparse, and the IOU value that we gave as the confidence. And if there is a correct prediction, then what we are going to do is we are going to use CV2 and draw a rectangle around that specific image. And finally, we are going to show that image by using cv2.imshow. That's the end of our script, and let us now run the model in our command prompt. So I'm using the Anaconda terminal here. You can either use the Anaconda terminal or the normal command prompt that you have. And you need to go to the path where this image is YOLO Coco and your YOLO.py file is present. So I'll just type cd followed by the path. I'll just copy it and I'll paste it here. And after going there to that path, you need to give Python followed by the file name, which is YOLO.py, and you need to give the image name. So you need to pass in the argument hyphen hyphen image space, and inside your images folder, so images, so you need to go and see any image. So there is an image that I recently took, so which has the picture of Dhoni as well as Rohit Sharma here. So let us give the image name here. So images slash this is ipl.jpg. I'll give this and hit enter. So yes, now we got the picture here. I hope you can see this color around something. This is like a blue color, and it says person for Dhoni with 99% confidence, and for Rohit Sharma as well. And you can see another person standing here in the field. So that is also detected by our algorithm. So this is one of the detections. Let us see one more detection. Let us see now the soccer. So similarly, instead of ipl.jpg, I'll give soccr.jpg. Yeah, so we now got the soccer predictions as well. So this is a person, this is a person, this is a person, this is a person, and this is a sports ball. So you can basically play around with the images, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and please share and like the video if you liked it, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll meet you soon in another video. Bye.